Hey, I'm Mark, and this is my journey through tarot. So today I'm going to talk about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis. Now, first off, he doesn't like CDC guidelines for schools. Why? I don't know. He doesn't like ballot harvesting, which is, let's see, volunteers handling loads of absentee ballots to drop them off at polling places. He doesn't like that. End mass mailing. That sounds ominous. Mass mailing. So end mass mailing of what he calls unsolicited ballots. But where I live, I mean, I just get my ballot. I've moved a few times, and wherever I move, I get my ballot. And so I don't know. And then before we get the ballot, we get a booklet that describes all the issues and the people that will be on the ballot in just a factual way. There's no Democratic Republican slant to the thing. So I don't know. We can do it. Why can't anybody do that? And then absentee ballots. Ron DeSantis doesn't like absentee ballots, but well, they're okay if they're requested. Absentee ballots have to be requested because you don't want those grubby volunteers getting their paws all over those absentee ballots when they take them to the polling places. And drop-off boxes are a no-no. Just mail-in polling places. That's the DeSantis way. So let's get started. Let's put the cards down. And I got an interesting deck for good old Ron. So this is going to be the Golden Tarot. And these are not a deck I use very often, but they're certainly very interesting. I like them. Robert Wang and Dr. Israeli Rigardi are the people who worked on this deck, and so you're going to see that they shuffle it really nicely. And I like the size of these. They kind of fit me pretty well, and I'm sure I'll make a disaster of this just because I'm saying that. But you know, they're not difficult. I think you have to get used to shuffling cards other sizes than the playing cards that we're so used to. And once you get past that, if that's an issue, for me it kind of was. Once you get past that, and like I said, I just like to let them, nature, gravity, create them, their drop. I wanted to get these mixed up because they're kind of tight, meaning there's not much air between the cards, and you would feel them moving quicker. And that's kind of what this does too. It's kind of like letting a bottle of wine breathe before you take that first sip. You know, even your $10, which is mostly what I get. So anything, but give it a minute to adjust to the climate that it's in, and probably you'll have a better result. So these seem like they're getting nice, and you can see that they're beautiful. Why am I doing this? I'll just do it like this. You can see that these are really nice looking art in here, and so it's going to make for a nice read on a difficult person, I think. Ron DeSantis. So one more shuffle, and I think we'll get right to it. We'll take 6 cards, and then another 4 if we need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we want to find out from Ron, where's his head at right now with everything that's going on in Florida. Okay, the first card will be the signifier card, the Ace of Swords. And so, you know, the swords tell us about strength and hopefully truth and justice and law. Well, it could be law. You know, this fella seems to be someone who will use the law, perhaps in the most severe way possible. So the law, anyway, that'll be the signifier for this. That's going to be challenged by the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles talks to us about having something of value, and really you're the master of what's going on. I mean, whatever value you got in your harvest, and this fellow's harvest doesn't look that great. I mean, if this is corn, this is kind of weaselly, unless what is this already been harvested back here? I don't know. Not many animals. So I think this guy, this king, our king, is really using the law and and then what's challenging that is trying to hold on to his little harvest here as the King of Pentacles. The base of the reading then is going to be the King of Cups. So, you know, this can be our President Biden. So the King of Cups, can you tell I'm biased? So the King of Cups, it really has washed his feet in emotion. He's enlightened, ready to bring a full, bountiful cup to the party. And it looks like he's going to turn around and get this game going. That's the base of the reading. So the recent past then, his death. So death is the end of a cycle. Something's finished. It's over. Look at these poor folks down here. They're cut to pieces. And death has just said, nope, we're done with that. It's time to move on. It's time for rebirth. It's time to see what else is going to happen. So that's what's happened here. Something has ended, definitely. And so a rebirth is going to have to take place. And here we have the Eight of Swords. And these Eight of Swords are very particular in that you'll notice that in each hand we have a double sword. Look at that. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 hands, but you got 2, 4, 6, 8 of swords. And they're really getting to the point of what's happening here with this Eight of Swords. And that's what's in the sky. Now in the final outcome for this portion here, we have the Hangman. And the Hangman speaks to really just having to stop and reconsider what's going on. And that's what this person has done here. They also are kind of tied up here, but it looks like with effort he could get up there, but he's really, someone's playing the joke on him and made them to say, no, you're going to stay here until you get this figured out. And they're in some peril. It doesn't show us anyone else here that's going to help them out of this. Not to say they couldn't get out of it. But yeah, so that's the Hangman right there. Now, so we do have to finish this off to get some clarity. So Ron DeSantis in the here and now is the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is illusion and delusion. I mean, we've got a big offer of a lot of emotion, a lot of passion, and these are bountiful cups. So that's the self down here. And then the environment that they are in, however, is the Two of Wands. And so the Two of Wands is saying to us, yeah, we need to decide what's going to happen from this point forward. I mean, here are the two wands. What are you going to do with them? So that's the environment that's in. The hopes and the fears then are the Hermit. And the Hermit is someone who's has to, from the major arcana, by the way, which is significant, that you have death and the Hangman, and then right here the Hermit. But this guy has told us that for this issue that started when we had death here, and we had some introspection, and at this point is when we've got to say, okay, let me look back on this and decide what actions are appropriate next. I'm not finished, but I'm pretty much down the road. But I'm not going to make a dumb choice. I'm going to see what's going on. That's the hopes and the fears. But then the final outcome is going to be the Seven of Swords. And those Seven of Swords, again, is that particular fashion of swords here where you've got two, one hand bringing forth two swords, but then we have the final sword of strength coming through at the end. So that's the final outcome for Ron DeSantis. I mean, he is a guy who's going to stick in there. I should have asked more about his motivations, but you know what? I didn't. So I hope that brought some introspection for you at least. And thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate that you took the time to listen to that. And I'm Mark, and this is my journey through tarot. Ciao for now.